If you're like me and you have anxiety from getting rid of things that are sitting around your house, you know it needs to leave and declutter the space, but like the thought of throwing it away or giving it away just makes you anxious. You and I are in good company, my friend, because to me that is one of the hardest things is decluttering, especially when you've got like something that's been sitting in your closet, and I fall into the thought traps of the what ifs and the maybes, where what if one day I need this, right? Like a paintbrush. I'd rather have extra paintbrushes, so if in the future I decide to repaint a room, the paintbrush is right there. That is, I understand that. It is definitely useful, but one thing for me is like, you can just go get one, right? And same thing with VHS tapes and movies and that sort of thing. So, an actual thing that happened to me recently is my parents dropped off like 200 VHS tapes and DVDs, and it's been sitting in my closet. And I've been meaning to go through them because the thing with that is a lot of them have sentimental value, but it's, everything is online with streaming services, and you can go to Redbox and rent DVDs if you really want to, and things are different than they were in the early 2000s and 1990s, right? So this box needed to be either kept if it was really sentimental, like one of my favorite movies, donated in most cases, or sold if there's a value to it. For me, I wanted to look up each item in this huge, assortment of stuff. It was like, I don't know, probably 15, 20 boxes, like huge moving boxes full of stuff and bags and whatever. So looking each one up individually and comparing results on eBay and whatever was very time consuming, but that was like the only way that I was not anxious about donating something if it didn't hold that super sentimental value to me. So what I decided to do, in general, my philosophy towards AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude is I kind of treat them like unpaid interns, where they're good at doing tasks, but you have to be very specific about what to do, and they can make mistakes, so you have to build in layers, like validation layers, right, to check their work. So with ChatGPT, it's a little bit more enthusiastic and creative and that sort of thing, but also typically I found is quicker than like Claude. Claude is a really good research tool, Claude.ai, and it also has more tokens, so you're able to input a lot more information. Both of them accept images though. So I decided, you know what, let me talk to ChatGPT. I'm going to write a custom prompt, and in that same conversation, this is the 4.0 model. I'll prompt, and then I'll refine, and then I'll see if this helps, right? So my idea was, I'm going to put myself down here. I'm going to tell you VHS movies, and I want you to tell me the relative value and the likelihood of selling within 30 days based on internet research. So then I was like sitting there typing it in. Animal House, National Lampoon, right? That was one of them. And then it gives me all this information, and pretty quickly I got burned out. I just decided, you know what? I'm not reading this. This is too much for me. Just like with my executive assistant, she's great at handling stuff. I will send tasks to her, and I'll say, just tell me what you need me to do. Other than that, just handle it, right? Because the whole idea is to save time. And so I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh man, what condition is it in? Like, this is just a lot. What are the selling recommendations? Green check usually means sell. It was confusing and it was stressful, right? So all my stuff was lightly used. I watched it as a kid. So I wanted the likelihood score of it selling out of 100% and the price. So then it still gives me a bunch of information, and it then V for Vendetta comic book, right? And then same thing. And so I decided, you know what? Let me figure out a system. I just need quick things, right? I just want to be able to take a picture, look at my phone, and it says either donate or sell. That's all I want to do. 2 piles, quick, and be done with it, right? And when I've done this kind of stuff in the past, it's taken a really long time. So this system I was hoping would speed it up. And it did. It took less than an hour to do all of this of actual time spent, right? So then I just started uploading. Then it gave me all the movies. And so I basically prompted it. I'll go down a little ways. I just said, eventually, I just want one word answers, right? Just donate or sell. The criteria for selling is I wanted the relative value to be over $25 because I'm not keeping a DVD in storage forever if it's less, and over 75% likelihood of selling. So it just started saying donate, 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 right? I was just uploading pictures of all that. It worked pretty well. And then I refined it a little bit more, because I had VHS, I had DVD, and I was working both in. So then I said, I will tell you if it's a VHS or if it's a DVD, because, you know, The Wizard of Oz on VHS or like Star Wars original stuff on VHS might be valuable, but you never know. I don't know. Same thing with Pokemon cards, right? So you have to have ChatGPT kind of compare, and it's doing its research as it's running. You can see the sources popping up. It's like checking eBay and Craigslist and all the good stuff that you'd want. So the medium is important. So then I'll upload pictures where, you know, clearly these are VHS. Then I'll say DVD and Blu-ray, donate, right? So we're going through, and then all of a sudden I hit a sell. And this is a VHS Marvel way, right? So, oh, sell, okay. Now, also, right, account for growth with all these, because then it got me thinking, well, if the current value is $26, right, that's a sell, but if it's $24, it's not a sell. So maybe if I hold on to this DVD for another year, or this VHS for another year, it'll grow over $30, and then I'll just calendar, you know, go through this again. But my hard fast rule was one bin. I should say my wife's hard fast rule was one bin, which was enough. That was perfect. And that's stuff that I'm going to review in the future too, like the Star Trek box set, which if you guys want to buy, let me know. But basically then it just validates if it's currently over $25 and the likelihood of a sale is over 75% next month, or if projected value is likely to exceed $30 within a few years based on trends, right? Otherwise, donate. So here is the prompt. This is going to be in the video description. I'll copy it right now. That I had it basically generate based on the refinements. So if you want to do this with your own stuff, you just copy and paste it right in. You can change, obviously, the dollar value. You can change the likelihood of selling and how long. If you've got a baseball card collection, just change right here what the physical media is. And then, you know, you can really just tweak and refine from there. And then the value as well. Baseball cards, probably way more valuable. Fiddler on the Roof, VHS box set, donate, right? So all this stuff, it's just saying donate. But then somewhere in here, I had a sale. So all this is donate. You can see it's a lot of stuff, right? And then I just got tired of specifying, so I said the rest are just VHS unless I tell you otherwise. So then I just started uploading pictures, and I'm not saying DVD, right? Then all of a sudden I hit one right here that says sell. I say which one. It says Sleeping Beauty. I ask for details, and then it tells you why. So that will help you with just knocking these out. And like I said, my wife and I did this literally in like an hour, which was great, because when I've done this kind of thing in the past, it's taken like days to go through, to research, to whatever. So this is a great use case for AI. I am a huge proponent of using it as a tool and a resource, and, you know, treating it, again, like an unpaid intern. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more helpful tips and tricks on all things AI and also website development. That's what we do at Live Viral Media, and we integrate tools like this all the time. Like this video if you did like it, and then, you know, if you think this is helpful to somebody else, please feel free to share this. I am putting that prompt in the description below, so go ahead and check that out if you want access to it. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.